Okay, yep.
Okay. Buenas Diaz, welcome to Pedro TV. Tonight, I'm actually in my own neighbourhood. I didn't have to walk far, just down the road.
Oh, really?
Awesome. I live there.
Yeah.
And I'm with Nigel Sense. How are you, Nigel?
Good, man. Thanks for having me.
That's okay. Nigel has a show in September.
That's right. The 10th to the 22nd at
Sheffer Gallery in Darlington, which is near Sydney Uni. Okay. And your work, you might just go straight into work, into these guys here. So, Nigel, your work's like, can you explain your sort of style and what you do?
I guess it's pop art. I use a lot of recognisable logos or images just to engage in the work.
Yeah.
Engage with the viewer. I think I have a real short attention span, so I think most other people do as well. So I want to engage my viewer quickly and then use my own messages. So I think people recognise shapes and colours, but they don't necessarily recognise I can change the writing or the meaning to it. So that's
yeah. Like when I first met you, we were talking.
Yep.
I was talking about a couple of island. You had a stencil prize.
Yeah.
Of a Turi's poster.
That's right. Yep.
With a reindeer, and I love that actually. It was one of my favourites of that show, and I didn't know you then. Yeah. So you're kind of collaging some of the background, and with these labels, they're from your actual real work.
Yeah, it's from my day job. I guess I want to kind of try and combine my day job with my art practice. I think that's if you can do that, that's pretty good. I think actually, as an emerging artist, most of us have to have some sort of money coming in. So and I stare at it all every day, and I just thought, this would be a really good background actually.
Because the colours are beautiful.
Yeah.
Intense line. Now, here you've got words that you've handwritten.
Yep.
You want to explain somehow why you decided to do these messages and what they kind of...
Yeah, I guess the reason I decided to do it was basically, I think I told you when we met that when I was a kid, building a sandcastle was so boring, but knocking it down was this fun part. It was the destruction a little bit, and I like that. These are all done by stencils, by the way.
That's surprising.
Yeah,
when you mention that.
They're all stencils. I'm a stencil artist from more of a fine art background than a graffiti artist. But these take ages. They're really they're very fiddly, but it's destroying it.
So these aren't brush strokes. That's a stencil.
That's a stencil. Yeah, everything's cut out. All the writings.
Even the letters.
Right. And I like to destroy it. It's that fine balance of how much do you destroy and how much don't you destroy. And there's no coming back. If you stuff it up, it's gone. So, but that's fun.
That's the risk factor.
That risk. And basically, Darth Vader wears a suit. I went to a school reunion, and someone just was crapping on about how he wears a suit to work these days. And I just come back from Europe, so I was unemployed. And I just said, I like Darth Vader's suit. I was just trying to take the piss out of it. It was a bit of a wanker. But and so all my words are just from my day-to-day kind of...
Do you have a little notebook you scribble down?
No, but I have...
A line in memory?
Mate, I have just so much bits of paper in my pockets. I don't
you picked it up, so we're going to
have... No, there's nothing in that one. That's just a bit of paper with test colours,
I like the blocks though.
Yeah.
Blocks are good. Okay.
Because I kind of design these as a graphic designer. I design on the computer, so I design it with Illustrator, and I match all the colours, and then I come in and I deal with my tests and match it against the screen just quickly to make sure it's slightly recognisable.
Why do you do that? Why don't you trust your eye? As a colour, choosing colours.
I just don't want to. I want them to be perfect, because if it's a logo, this is what people are going to recognise.
Okay, so you want to hit the right key.
As close as I can, because this is Stella Artois beer. But if it was crazy colours and off, people wouldn't recognise it as much because I've taken all the words. So that colour needs to be. It doesn't need to be it doesn't have to be Coca-Cola red, but it still has to be that roughly the same red. And I have a bad memory, so I'll think it's orange, and all of a sudden I go, oh, crap, it's supposed to be blue or something.
Okay, you want me to tell me about? You were talking briefly before.
Yeah, this is it's for the Google show that's coming up for the Sydney Fringe as well. Basically, I just got the idea of it's a test painting as well for my beer and kind of cigarette series.
Yeah. Very excited about it.
Basically, I like using. I just wanted to try and use a cigarette packet, and I've just changed the little bits and pieces, but try and keep it very similar to the package.
So
It's only half done actually, so I'm still waiting on. What I've done is I've kind of cheated a little. Because the Google shows, what they do is they give you a phrase. That phrase hasn't come out yet. Okay. So what I've done is I've done like because these take so long. I've done like started, and then I've left all this room to put my little smart-ass comments in.
Yeah.
So kind of cuts
you're
down.
meant to like, Google the phrase, whatever, but you're meant to choose something from the 5th page.
That's right. So then I'll incorporate that into this piece.
Okay, which we'll lead back into the works. The name of the show?
I work with tools.
I work with tools.
Yes.
Okay, so what does that mean?
Basically, that just came. Actually, it's a good painting to be on. It basically just came from a guy at work who saw it on a T-shirt. Some.
Oh, I work with tools.
Yeah.
My colleagues are a bunch of tools.
Exactly. But it's kind of. I like that kind of piss take of my work. Kind of uses a lot of humour to engage. I think it's easy to engage someone if you engage it with humour. So that's basically. I saw an interview with about Basquiat, and they said that he didn't have the tools to deal with the bullshit of the art world. So this painting is giving you the tools to be an idiot in the art world. Like to be a poser in the art world.
Oh, okay, poser. Yeah, well, you aspire to that.
Yeah. So it's like who do you know? It's not what you know; it's who you know.
Who you know?
Yeah. So it's this vibe of it. It's all about being an art wanker. Basically.
Great.
It is actually kind of loosely off one or two people I know. Yeah.
Oh, by the way, before we go out, this kind of scribbling stuff, you want to talk about this kind of voice? Just your way of getting stuff out.
Sometimes it's just a way of cleaning my brush, but I do write stuff on the wall sometimes if I feel. I don't use diaries. I'm not a diary person because I can't never tend to get the book open to the right page at the right time. So if I've just got it on the wall or bits of paper, it's a shame that I'm not starting painting. So as you'll see, I always have bits of paper and then I put them under the painting and sit there so I know what ideas are going where, and then I take it out and swap them and change it.
Were you a mad scribbler on walls as a kid?
Not really. I was a mad scribbler in just pages of my book, and then I'd rip them out and put them in my pocket and look at them later. I still, like I said, I still do that. I'm on the train home. It's boring, so I may as well write down ideas. And, do something kind of towards my art and just sit there playing, I don't know, Angry Birds or something.
Okay, now I'll stand over here and Mike, if you can get us some. Okay, so this looks great in the house, let alone an art gallery.
I'm excited to see it in a nice white space. I think it'll look quite good. Hopefully,
Okay, so tell me about the peanut butter jar.
This was one of the first ones I did. That was kind of. This one was one of the first ones for all these. Actually, it was like stupid to be this big actually, but it was one of the test ones. I usually do 1 or 2 tests. Basically, it was just. I don't know. It was kind of taking the piss out of where you can go to IKEA these days and buy artwork. And people will pay $80 for something that's mass produced. That's not art as far as it's I don't know. It's
it's in the style of pop art or.
Oh no, just in general. Okay. You can go. You can just go buy a mass produced painting, photo or whatever. It's.
But a big thing because apartments they like the big photograph.
Because they see it on Home and Away or whatever on Better Homes and Garden or something, but you can spend not that much more, and you can go and get something from an emerging artist. To me, that really kind of.
Well, you just got to work me off with the marketing, match it with IKEA.
Yeah. So that I guess that's why it's like imagination, worthless. From Woolworths. It's like 90% less imagination per room, and it looks like an RSL. So it's just kind of taking that.
Yeah, we'll look good with a bit more space behind us now. Maybe you can pick up these ones and show the camera. These will go in the show and just kind of quickly explain each kind of.
Yeah, these are just the small ones are kind of influenced by IKEA actually. IKEA boxes. But I've just changed the instead of you dream 6-bedroom house and it's got a little bit like the Australian dream. I'm just kind of taking the piss out of a few issues that I've heard on the bus or my public transport or yeah. Like I said before, most of my work is about utilising humour.
This guy here.
Yep. And then actually, all these words are basically the words I use every day. My job is I'm a quality control manager at a print factory, so I look at words and packaging all day. All day. And so I'm proofing all these words, and I might see below 5 below all day because that's coming off the press. So I'm just going 5 below. And it kind of gets into my brain, and I end up using it in my paintings. Yeah, sure. I do like that. I like to use my day job in this if I can.
Okay.
Yeah, just once again, it's just kind of taking the piss out of a few things. I'm kind of always on my soapbox, having a go at something. It's always in good humour, but
you gotta have your opinion. It's always done in a fun way. A message is well delivered here.
Yeah, I agree.
This is another big work. Headed for the Sheffer Gallery.
Yes, that's right. Yep. Basically, it was just I'm doing a whole series on dead artists and how it's good for their career, which is just so. I don't know. It's a very weird thing. I think that you're more valuable when you kind of pass away than you're around. So I'll do a whole series, basically just around the children's kind of pencils. Yeah, and I kind of just left it nice and clean and yeah.
So we've got Jackson Pollock wishing he was Picasso.
Yeah, actually, that was just. I think I was wishing to be someone at that stage, and then I was just. Well, everyone kind of wishes to be someone, even Jackson Pollock, who I'm a massive fan of. Wish he wanted to be Picasso. So,
well, who did Picasso wish he wanted to be?
That's a good question. I'll quickly Google that.
Matador, maybe famous Matador.
There's always someone always wants to be someone else. It's
human nature.
Yeah. So that was just a little kind of. It must have been on my mind at that stage.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, well, thanks very much for
letting
us come into your home. I don't do many interviews with artists in their homes. I don't, maybe a handful.
Oh.
And it's always fun to think, what their house is going to look like. So I wasn't sure whether you're so colourful and I wasn't sure whether maybe
it's going to be crazy colours.
Oh no, or maybe it's the reverse. I was thinking maybe he just has kind of a
white,
drab grey or something and throws himself into it. But your whole house has got great colour,
cool.
accents and lots of red. So anyway, so good luck in September.
Yep, September the 10th to the 22nd.
Okay, cool. And I'll tell all my friends to come.
Please do.
Because we go to the Sheffer Gallery anyway. Okay, so that's all from pedroTV this week. Stay tuned and check your local guides. Okay,
cheers. Thank you.
Has he? Yeah. I'm videoing him. Okay, I might put this as a video. It's meant to be a photograph. So thanks, Nigel.
Cheers.
Thanks, you are, and that's your real name, isn't it?
It is.
Just as Johnny Romeo's real name is Johnny Romeo.
I've never asked him that.
It is. His family's from Calabria, in Italy, Okay, well...
cheers, man.
No worries. Catch you later.
Cool.
See ya.
Yeah.